Hello guys, thank you very much for joining me. Welcome back to our second segment of the day, where we're going to be looking at the pre-market analysis for the Usdzar pair. So we'll be looking at the weekly and the daily time frames. If you want to watch the analysis for the monthly time frame that we did, just click on the link above where you'll be directed to the video with the monthly analysis. So without wasting much of your time, let's get straight into our analysis. We still have the bearish bias on this pair, backed by the structures that we have put in again below. So we're basing this on this symmetrical triangle, this trend line, this bearish trend line that's going to the downside, and also this head and shoulder pattern. We have just put them to show like what was the impetus to this bearish trend, and also to support the bias that we have. And also what you can notice is that the price made a breakout here, right? And after making a breakout, it came and tested this broken support zone as a resistance zone. And we can notice that it did it in a double top fashion. And after having formed this double top, the price has been consistently making lower highs and lower lows. And now it has broken this 14.39096 zone, and then it retested it as a resistance zone. And since we are noticing a bearish engulf at the retest of this 14.39096 zone, we can assume that it has held as a resistance zone. So what we'll be expecting is the continued movement to the downside, where the price is going to continue the downside movements until it gets to 13.56593. And then the other scenario for the price to reach 13.56593 is where the price is going to pull back and retest maybe again the 14.39096 zone. And if it forms a lower high, then the price is going to move and reach or test 13.56593. So why are we targeting the 13.56593? It's because we are using this height, the height of this triangle, as an approximation to distance to the downside after the breakout of the triangle. As you can see, it somehow fits into this zone. So these are the two movements that we are expecting in terms of like the bearish, supporting the bearish bias. Now we should expect the unexpected with the markets, because no one really controls this. So what we'll be expecting as an anomaly is where the price is going to just reverse here to seek to retest this 14.39096 and maybe break above this zone, and also above the trend line resistance zone, and subsequently it might maybe pull back, right, to retest it now as a support zone before moving all the way to the upside. So in this case, what will be deeming is that this will be a fake breakout. But from the analysis that we have, we can see that there is a low probability of this happen, though it can happen. So these are the movements that we're expecting on the weekly chart as far as the Usdzar pair is concerned. And now we move on to the daily chart. On the daily chart, we can notice that we have the main trend as bearish, and then there was also a breakout, and then this zone was retested twice, forming a double top, and then the price broke also this zone, and now it's retested it as a support, as a resistance zone before moving all the way to the downside. So what we can notice in this case is that upon retest of this as a resistance zone, like after breaking the support zone, upon retest of this as a breakout zone, we can notice the three black crows that formed here. So you can relate it to the Euro USD, where it formed the three white soldier pattern with a bullish engulf. It's the same here. It's a three black crow pattern with a bearish engulf. This shows that there is bearish pressure that has emerged ever since this held as a resistance zone. So what we'll be expecting in the coming week is that the price may pull back, right? If it pulls back and closes anywhere below that, the previous high, forming a lower high, then we'll be expecting the price to move all the way to the downside until it reaches 13.56593. Then the other scenario is that since we can notice that we have a strong bearish pressure here what can happen is that this pressure may continue and maybe just result in a movement to the downside without a pullback. But according to these two bearish scenarios, what is more likely to happen is that since there is a 3 black crow pattern, we'll be expecting a pullback before the price moves to the downside. Just as you can notice here where it happened, there was 3 black crows, pullback, and then movement to the downside. Then, as we said on the weekly chart, there might also be a reversal, right, where this might all be a fake out or a fake breakout. Under that scenario, what we'll be expecting is that the price is going to reverse in the coming week, maybe ending up closing above 14.5517, forming a higher high. And if it pulls back to form a higher low, then we'll be expecting movement to the upside, where it will come and retest and test this resistance zone and maybe continue sideways movements or break to the upside. But this movement does not have a higher probability based on the structure that we have and the patterns that we have. Okay, so these are the movements that we're expecting on the USDZAR pair. Again, it's a breakout play where the price retested the broken support zone as a resistance zone, and we are trading to the downside. And also we are paying attention to our levels because they are determined by the previous structure. So let me know also the structures that or the price levels that you're targeting, or the price levels that you expecting to be acting on. If you enjoyed this video, please click the thumbs up. Also consider subscribing. So thank you very much, guys, for joining me. It was a pleasure having you. It's always a pleasure having you. Thank you very much for the support, the feedback, the likes, and the subscriptions. I wish you a great week ahead. That leaves me to say, manage your risk well, grind the markets with grit. Roy Machingora out.